spectacular view. First of all, good morning world. And then we have this gorgeous view of southwestern Utah. Some beautiful mountains, gorgeous colors. Sunrise. It's just so beautiful. And it goes off over that way. If you would continue on behind those mountains, you would come to Las Vegas. Zip! And if you would continue on to the right of that mountain, right back there, you can't see it, it's too far away, but those little pointy peaks back there, that is where Zion's National Park is. All right, just orienting you. So, we're having a discussion about singing at sunrise, and I'm on my way back down from the hike, the morning hike. Whew, okay, well, I've got about 7 hours of vocal coaching coming up today. And guess what? It's mentally challenging because you have to listen intently. Listen intently. Here's something to work with. All right, yesterday I have a young singer. She is 19. Oh my gosh, she is getting so good. So happy for her. And she worked and worked. And it took her about a year, not quite, yeah, probably almost a year. She was doing well the whole time, but progressing the whole time. But then it happened. Her breakthrough. It's like bing, 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 connecting the dots. And now she is getting just incredibly good. So I have to listen very intently and continue to guide her with more specific details to help her achieve a professional level. So this is the thing. I can't get every beginning intermediate singer to a professional singing level overnight. It's just not possible. There's an evolution that has to happen. An evolution in their brain, in their hearing, in their approach. All these things. It takes consistent effort over time, but the payoffs are huge. So now we are actually working on professional level things. Most people don't even hear the little details that make it a professional quality. And she is learning those little details at the moment as well. This is the thing. You can't even hear them, you can't even understand them until you arrive at that point. So just know, this is the exciting thing about your singing progress, is that it will continue to evolve and get better and better and better. So you don't hit some goal and then it's done. Nope, it's continuous evolution. It's fun, it's exciting. But hey, if we can get to, in less than 2 years' time, and it's not that this singer had never sung before in her life or had lessons anywhere else, she had, but she's able to get to a point where she's working on professional level details. That's exciting. And those tend to be the hardest to master. Yes, because you make fast, big progress, fast, big steps, and then you get to a point where those little details, you start perceiving them, working towards them, and they take, again, lots of little steps to master. But the payoff is huge. People that know, people can hear it immediately. I will hear professional level quality singing within 10 seconds and of any song. So it's obvious to those who understand it. And I'll hear good singing immediately, but I'll hear the lack of professional quality. All right, try to live. The chaos is huge. I don't understand. What you up to? How's it going, guys? Yeah. As far as chaos goes, remember that you organize chaos through your intentions and your will. Chaos is a real thing. But chaos, we don't want chaos in the negative sense, where it's just anarchy, random things happening all the time. Chaos is uncreated potential. It can go in any direction. It's chaotic. So with your focus, with your clarity, with your mind, with your steps, with your effort, you will cause that chaos to start to form into a life in singing that is more agreeable to you. So just view it as the potential to create something. Because if you don't, it will swallow you up, chew you up, and spit you back out. You can mold chaos. Seriously. All right, well, I'm walking on the trail. Got to start my coaching day now in about 30 minutes. And just spent some time on Instagram Live with my people from England and Germany and around the world. So I encourage you to ask any questions you may have. Hey Taylor Jane, how you doing? Wow, don't you love, like, sometimes planes like paint art in the sky? It's so cool. All those planes are coming from Vegas. Where's Vegas? It's that way. Just take that mountain and go straight that way. That's southwest people from where I'm at. You have to basically drive for an hour and a half across this empty desert. Then you get to Vegas, which is a huge city in the middle of an empty desert, but it's closer to mountains. Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing well on this cold fall morning. Oh, wow. You guys got to see this. Look how pretty these mountains are back there. Wow. Isn't that gorgeous? There's an extinct volcano. You can tell by the top of it. We've got the red cliffs and then Snow Canyon back there. This is a pretty place of the world if you like the deserts, southwestern desert colors. A lot of people say it reminds them of places in Africa, like Namibia. So there's beautiful places all around the world, beautiful people all around the world, beautiful singers all around the world. So that's my specialty, helping people improve their voice. And I do work with people who do public speaking as well, helping them learn presentation techniques and how to use the voice, the color of their voice, the tempo of their vocal expression to improve their communication. Yeah, remember, your voice is possibly the most powerful tool of communication you have. It's a big part of your identity. It's the sound that tells everybody, hey, it's me, right? So your sound is you. Your voice is you. Of course, your looks, your gestures, your expressions are you, and the most you is right there in the inside, your true self. But all of this gets expressed through your voice. So singing is nothing more than communicating an emotionally charged vibration. It's an emotionally charged vibration. You're communicating an emotional message: happiness, sadness, anger, regret, longing. If you're not communicating a message or telling your story when you're singing, then your singing is going to be pretty boring. I've heard amazing singers, technicians, and just get bored with their album after a while because they're not communicating anything to me. I'm impressed by their vocal ability, but it's not moving me. Yeah, and that I'd much rather listen to a singer full of passion, emotion, telling me their story and moving me, vibrating my emotional chords, than a singer who's just an impressive technician. Remember that your audience will always prefer your authenticity, your pure originality than over perfect technique. So everybody wants to hear the emotion in the voice, and when there's emotion in the voice, it helps your voice a lot. But occasionally it will overpower the technique, and you might not have a note that's perfect. It might wobble, it might have some sound in it. And guess what? That's what people are looking for in studio recordings. They're looking for those unique little things that happen when the artist is truly communicating an emotionally charged vibration, because it will lead you to authentic, original things that you can't even plan. So follow that emotion. Don't let it overpower you. It's like the wind in your sails. Let it move your ship. Let it blow into your vocal sails and move you, and just go with it. And then you will discover some amazing ability. Amazing singing ability gets unlocked, and a very significant power in your communication. So I have an entire course called Emotional Layering that's designed to help you activate emotion in your brain, because only your brain can layer your voice with emotional frequencies. So that course is so good. It's probably my best course. I think it's unbelievably valuable for any artist, any singer-songwriter, any singing actor. It's just so powerful. And guess what? The techniques work if you're in public speaking as well. So lots of learning. Great thing about learning, if you get addicted to learning, is there's no end to it. It's like a passion that just can keep going and going. And it's probably the most valuable thing you can do, not just for your singing, but for yourself in life. Continuous evolution. Continue to learn. The biggest, most important investment you can ever make is an investment in yourself, into yourself, improving yourself, because you get to take yourself wherever you go for as long as you're around. So keep upgrading that self. It's fun, it's rewarding, and life just continues to get better. Here's the paradox. An individual who is working on continuously upgrading their ability in themselves will constantly challenge themselves. And sometimes when we challenge ourselves, it can lead to disappointment and frustration, because we're realizing, oh, I'm not all that great. Ever thought that? Well, I'm not as great as I thought I was. Well, that's kind of a funny sentence, because number one, it tells you you were blind to your weaknesses, and also it tells you you thought you were pretty great. But it's actually a good thought, because it's opening the door for you to continue to evolve and become a better human being, a better singer, better at whatever you're doing. So remember, continuous education, continual learning, and continuing to work on yourself is the most rewarding thing about being on this planet. And applying that to your singing, it's always you are going to continue to challenge yourself. So as soon as you up the game, it's like that pole vaulter or high jumper. As soon as they up the bar, they're not feeling so great anymore, because they're not going to clear that in the beginning. But that challenge leads to what? Progress, evolution, development of new techniques, innovation, and the sensation of joy when you actually clear that hurdle. So part of continuous education is to continue to challenge yourself. Don't get trapped in the feeling bad about the new challenges. You got to turn it around and saying, this is something I get to strive for. It's going to make me a better human being, a better singer, a better individual. You're going to improve. That's the main, most important point. So continue to challenge yourselves. Learn, grow, push the limits, all right? And be wise. You know that definition of insanity? The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same things and expecting a different outcome. Nothing's going to change unless you start adjusting your approach. Maybe don't throw it all away and start from scratch, because there's probably some valuable things that you're doing that just need a little tweaking. All right? So don't throw away your whole approach, all your technique, everything you've learned, and try and start from scratch. No. Start making small adjustments and observe if that's bringing you more efficiency. Little adjustments, little steps over time. All right, I'm a dude who loves wearing women's clothing. Well, good for you, Becker Pedersen. All right, so we got some comments in there. Next time you see me live, if you have any questions about singing and the voice, then feel free to ask away at any time. All right? So, we'll see you next time.